합니다. 그런데 그런 제안을 요새 지금 하고 있죠. 하고 있는데 초창기에 뭐 양쪽에서 다 욕먹고 지금 난리인데 앞으로 1년 동안 그런 얘기를 좀 많이 하려고 합니다.
So to give you a brief answer to my question. So I believe that during the last 300 years, Korea has seen a modernization of 30 years, which is very comparatively less than 300 years of the Western world. So now Korea has achieved both industrialization and democracy, but I believe that the important thing between the two will be the democratization. We cannot say that industrialization is a value, democratization is a value. Industrialization is the tool or the means of achieving democratization. So I believe that in the future there should be more debates about how to move or progress towards advanced democracy. And to talk to you about a little bit of myself, I can use both left hand and right hand. When I was young, I was born as a left-handed person. But in Korea, using a right hand is actually associated with also ethical issues. So if you use your right hand, you're considered as very unethical. And so whenever I was young, whenever I tried to use my left hand to write or to eat or during meals, my mom would slap my left hand. So I was very trained to use the right hand as well. And later I came to use both hands, so now I can use both left and right hands. However, the functions are a bit different. For example, when I have to hit somebody because I'm very angry, then instinctively my left hand comes along. Or when I have to hug my person that I love, then instantly my left hand comes along. However, when I have to write or eat, then I use my right hand. And now I have become a multi-handed person, or ambidextrous we call it. So I believe that the literary world also should be an ambidextrous world. If I cite you an example of the 1980s, we can actually compare the 1980s to a swing. So there is a swing, and there is a width between the swing. So there's a pendulum that the swing makes, and I think so there's a left and the right. And I believe that the width between the two was very, very wide. So what we should do is actually bridge the gap between the left and the right. If you look at the Western world, the leftists and the rightists, they both have their each roles. And their roles are very, very distinct. But in Korea, we have this very obsession with ideologies. And if you look at the Joseon dynasty, they're very obsessed with the politeness, the court courtesy, and all these conflicts, because arising from politeness, the courtesy would pass down to generations and generations. So in Korea, the rightists would be considered as a fascist, and the leftists would be considered as liberal, or be associated with liberal or the workers' union. So what I'm suggesting these days publicly is actually bridging the gap between the rightists and the leftists and coming in between the middle. And this is what I've been talking about these days. Of course, my remarks are drawing a lot of criticism from both sides, but however, I think this is what we need right now and today.
Oh, that's fantastic. I have been really impressed by the questions and by your answers, and one says that one should actually stop when it's at the peak, when it's at the best point. So I think this is the peak of this meeting tonight. So after this we will have a few things to eat and drink, but I would like to thank you very much. And what you said about left-handed and right-handed, it was very interesting. I'm married to a left-handed wife, so maybe we are the perfect match somehow. But I have something for you in this. It is, since you're a writer, I should give you books. And it's about the history of Sweden, nice. And also about the Vikings. They were not only people who robbed others, they were also traders and actually cultivated people as well. So,
thank you so much.
thank you very much for this. Thank you. I was very impressed, and especially about what he said about his life and his experiences. I was amazed what he has been through. So it was very, very interesting. And I hope that we can continue to have meetings of this kind, because this, for many of the foreign ambassadors, this is new information that we don't know about, although we try to study, but learning about this is extremely important for us to understand Korea as well. My future plan is to expand, to make it larger, more effective, more known, so that we can have many more writers from Korea and from the world to come to this society and give lectures, because it's about exchange and knowing more about literature.